G'day YouTubers, and thank you for tuning in to the day's voting video on YouTube. And yes, I've still got my old computer. It's about 10 years old in the long run, I think it has. And to be very honest, that was actually way before I started my YouTube channel. And guess what, before I can start this video, look who's on the window. There's a cat on the window. Can you believe that? Pretty much out of the odds of just how ordinary this thing is. Right, of course we're not going to be looking at cats, we're going to be looking about what my computer has been doing so far. I'll just turn away from that cat, because that cat has got nothing to do with me. Obviously the screen was black earlier on, but anyways, I'm going to be talking about this computer here. Now, unfortunately, this computer here has seen better days, far better days than what I've actually expected, because that thing there, as I tried turning it on, I think that computer sadly broke down at around 8:30 p.m. I think I was watching some anime recently on the computer. I think it was like an old 1980s anime, which of course no one is going to pretty much know about, apart from Dragon Ball, obviously, which is the show that I don't really watch that much, obviously. And okay, so what really happened was that this computer had a very quiet fan, and I'm going to turn this thing on. So, listen what happens. Okay, so the fan is nicely booted up. The computer is nicely booted up. But what you notice is that the fan is very quiet. It's not very noisy. But the other thing is, if I scrub the top, look what's happened to the screen. It's already black. I call that the black screen of death, because there's no display, there's no computer logos, there's nothing that actually makes it straightforward, visibly seen. If I turn the speaker on, maybe there could be a computer that has the Windows startup theme, but unfortunately we don't have that. Let me just turn this thing on and see how it's like. There you go, it says entering power save mode. So unfortunately this thing here has seen far better days, and look at that. Entering power save mode again, it does not want to turn on, and I mean that's one of them things. It just does not want to try and get back to me. It's really bad. It does not want to do with me. I don't know why it does that. It's just horrible, horrible stuff. I don't know why it keeps on doing that. I don't understand. Like, it just wants me to go into power save mode. And of course, that sort of explains to me why this computer is dead. Can anybody recognize this symptom of, yeah, basically there's no signal coming from my computer. And if I try and press any key or keyboard to move the mouse to wake it up, nah, doesn't bode well with me. And there you go, the screen just turns off, and you notice that the light has gone from blue to orange, you know, the on and off switch. Of course, yes, there were some other ways of trying to get this thing working. I did pull these wire pieces out and whatnot. I did sort of turn on and turn off the switches of that computer, but nothing seems to work well for me. I need a computer professionalist to come along and fix this. And I've actually got online learning today, so the problem is that as my computer is dead, I don't know what to do next. And because of this, obviously listen to the sound of the fan. It's absolutely quiet. Let me just straightforward show you the computer fan. It's very quiet. There's no noise coming through it. So what's really happened is that the computer has stopped working. In fact, the entire computer, in fact, it is working, but in terms of power supply for my monitor, that's not doing well for me. There's no like sound coming out at the moment. It's just really bad, and I mean, how the heck am I going to really work on this computer? And not sure if all the functions are working, maybe apart from that compact disc, that disk drive that I've got here. Does it work? Yep, it certainly does work, but it goes a bit funny, like that. Yeah, it just wants to do funny things on me. I could do this all day long. Now, I might as well just straightforward not to mess around this thing for far too long, because look at that. Honestly, let's be serious. I'm not going to... I think this is my last one. Okay. Okay, so I won't play with it too much, because this thing is really expensive. Okay, it's getting noisy. The computer fan's getting really noisy here. But it's not getting that amount of noise. That's the thing, like, when you start to leak computers, I think the real symptom is that you have lots and lots of dust that hasn't been cleared for basically 4 to 6 months. And I think I might have already. I think the last time this computer was cleaned up was around. I think it might have been January or February. So it would have been best to like clean up. I'd probably guess from like, I think it was cleaned around August or September. I think it was. So in order to prepare for my computer to work again, always come and clean it for like every 4 to 6 months to actually get it working again. And I think that's the thing of computers. You need to actually clean up this thing for a fairly long time if you wanted to get it working again. I think that's the real science behind this. Obviously, there's no. I'm not sure what's actually working. Obviously, the fan has been less noisy. In fact, there's a couple of fans. It could be motor sounds that could be straightforward. It could be motor sounds that are hampering the computer outfit, the output on it. Could the power supply. I'm not quite totally sure how these things works. Because obviously I think I need a guy who is more of a professional at computers because I don't know what's going on. So basically, to illustrate this simply, so when I turn on this computer, the fan started to become a little bit noisy after about a couple of minutes. Let's say 3 to 5, possibly 6 minutes later. But then what really came out as a very shock to the whole system, and obviously the screen started to straightforward become a little bit funny, so I had to jump cut this one here. Sorry about that. The screen just went black. Anyways, I think I'm gonna straightforward leave this video right here because I'm gonna have to straightforward wait for my dad to come tonight to clean up this computer and get it running again. So that being said, if you really enjoyed in this pretty short and sharp video relating to this computer that has already died off, obviously I did clean up the ends here. Yeah, basically I did, but I might as well just leave it like that because I'm not going to play around with it too much because it might get damaged. So if you really enjoyed in this video, please give this video a like, subscribe more for that toy reviews, and also videos like this in the near future to talk about my computer. As always, thanks so much for watching, and bye for now.